Hi everybody, welcome back to La Capricornia with me, Priscilla Moreno. As always, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, and follow me on my other social media so you can keep up with what I'm always up to. Okay, you guys, so for this episode, I want to talk about you are not owed anything. And I know that's a very harsh statement, especially with the things I'm going to talk about. So, warning right now, this is just my opinion. This is what I feel at the moment. And if it resonates with you, it resonates with you. If not, please do not let this trigger you. And I hope you find your healing in some other kind of form. Okay. So, you are not owed anything. And the thing that triggered me with this was all the different thoughts that we sometimes tell ourselves, especially when we go through like a breakup or we stop, being friends with somebody or a situation happens. The first thing people say is, "Oh, I've done a million things for this person. They owe me this. I've done, this and this for this person. They owe me this, And don't get me wrong, you guys, that is probably very true. It is true to a certain extent, but when you do things, you have to do them out of love and not expect anything in return. On top of this keeps you kind of locked in this cycle because let's say it was a relationship. For example, I know, when I went through the things I was going through in my relationship, my first thought was, I gave this person children. I gave this person years of my life. I gave this person, money, a home to come to, cooked meals. Like, I felt I had done more than enough for this person to be owed back some kind of respect, some kind of, something better than what was given to me. And sometimes that keeps you locked in because in your mind, you're thinking, I'm owed this. So you kind of hold on to this relationship, to this friendship, even if it's with family, this connection with somebody, you hold on to it because you feel like you're owed something. And a lot of the times it usually does go back to time because the first thing you say is, I invested this much time, I can't give up. And sometimes, like I said, that's what's holding you back because you're putting your trust in this expectation that it's not coming back to you. If you put your all into it and you're not getting anything in return, I feel that's when we have to recognize and cut the line right there and say, okay, this situation is not for me. And I know that's a very thin line because sometimes, some people have said, I've been at the bottom of it all and then it works, right? So sometimes you get that feeling. But if you really have put your all into it, and in all honesty, it's to the point where, you can literally see that there is just death in the situation, I would say just cut it off, trust your intuition. Only you know what's right. And, if you feel guided to keep following something, then, your intuition is going to lead you wherever you're going to. But if you're having to talk yourself into this by telling yourself, I invested this much time, I have put this much into it, this is all I know, those are the situations where you have that feeling of that you are owed something, and I understand it's hard letting go because, like I said, I've been through it. I've been through it in like a relationship. I've even been through it with like a friendship where I was feeling like, no, like, we were friends since high school, why would, all of a sudden I decide to like end this friendship because, we had invested so much. This is just a rough patch for us. But again, it came to the point where, you know what, it was just heading for disaster. I felt it, I knew it, and I got pretty close to it. If I would have listened to this person, it would have gotten, really, really bad really quick for me. And it was just like, no, like I knew at that moment I had to walk away. And same thing with like family members. I've had to do the same thing, unfortunately. Where I'm like, you know what, I can't. Like my mental health, my well-being is more than what I feel is owed back to me. And I want to really quickly talk on the family members part, because I feel that I don't think it's the time. I feel that we feel it's owed to us because they are a family member, right? They are meant to love us because they are, a mother, sibling, grandparent, whatever the situation is. I'm not going to say exactly who this family member was, but I definitely felt this family member at that time should love me. So even though this family member was being toxic to me and still continues to be to like other family members, I was like, no, but this is this person. I need to be respectful. I need to this and that. And then when it came to that line of like, you know what, I seen what toxicity this person brings, and this person is not doing anything to better themselves. As a matter of fact, they were getting like a thrill out of causing this harm. And it was just that moment of like, you know what? This person is not going to love me the way I want to be loved. This person is never going to see me in the way that they should. And it just wasn't meant to be. And it can be really sad, like I said, especially with family members, because you feel like it's an expectation. It's like it's a should be, right? It must be done because you're family. And that's sometimes where it's like, it doesn't always work out that way. But yeah, you guys. So definitely, you guys, you are not owed anything. And that's really hard to accept because, like I said, in your mind, I did all this, this and that. And you're amazing for it. Trust me, you are. The universe is going to pay you back for everything good that you've done. And that person is going to get their karma one day, And that's another part of it. You might not always see it, you guys. And it's totally fine. It's totally fine. And you have to trust that the universe is doing what's right. Even when you feel like, why is this person doing great if they're so mean? Like, unfortunately, it's not up to you. Like I said, universe always has something planned, and you need to focus on your path and stop trying to control the situation, So that was my little rant, you guys. I'm going to read the guided message for you guys, and we'll see where that goes. Okay, so the first card is the Five of Pentacles. And again, it's going with this energy, which I want to say February is a very much letting go energy. Like that, cannot believe how many times I have like pulled similar cards. And, it's not that I want to keep repeating this message, but I definitely feel like the Five of Cards is like somebody left you out in the cold. Somebody did something to you. And maybe it goes with this message of, nobody owes you anything. I feel like this person, whoever it is, like left you out in the cold. Like they didn't care that you were broken. They didn't care anything. And, and I also kind of get that they might be trying to reach out to you. But again, you guys, they left you out in the cold, I almost feel like, even though this person is out in the cold too, I almost feel like they're kind of ignoring this person. And that's just the energy that I'm getting. It's usually both of them are out in the cold, but that's the energy that I'm getting. They're just, even if they're not doing great, they're like, yeah, no, like not even trying to help you out. Okay, the next card is the Eight of Cups, which is a card of walking away. So you're definitely letting go, walking away. And then one thing I want to note too, you guys, is look at that land back here. You can see it's just dirt. And you're walking towards like that grassy hill. You're going towards somewhere new. It's definitely like giving those vibes of you're walking away. You're finding something new. I also do kind of feel like a heavy energy because sometimes it is, like I said, it's hard letting go of these situations. It's hard accepting things for what they are. But I definitely see you guys going somewhere greener, somewhere better for you guys. And you have the Six of Swords, you guys. And I swear this card has been like, I swear. I'm going to post this on my Instagram. This is the theme for February. Like, I cannot stress that enough. So I definitely, like I said, I kind of do feel like a heaviness. I had said this in a previous reading. Like, she kind of has her head down, has that heaviness to her. But they're going somewhere new. As you can see, like, there's so much opportunity on this side. They're going somewhere new. And I think what this is also saying is, like, letting go is going to free you for something else. Like, I definitely am getting that message that you're going to feel free. You're going to start focusing more on yourself. You're going to see things for what they are. Like, not what you thought in your head or what your expectations were, but you're going to see things for what they truly are. Okay, and your guided message, again, you guys, take a step back. I cannot be clearer. So the message down here says, thank you, angels, for helping me to step back from what's not serving me. So again, you guys, definitely, like, you were left out in the cold. You were hurt. Whether you voiced that or not, you felt it. And I also feel like this has been kind of happening for some time. But I definitely see where you're, like, letting that go. You're, even if it's like a mindset, like, I got that as well. Even if it's like a mindset, you're letting it go and you're just like, no, like, you will no longer live in my head rent free. You're going to take that step back and you're going to look at the bigger picture. You're going to see things, and even, like, look at the way she has her arms out. You're going to feel free. It's almost going to be, I don't know if it's going to be like a moment or if it's just, you're going to realize, like, I am truly, like, free. Like, I really get that message where you're just going to be like, you know what, this doesn't bother me anymore. Or because I decided to let go, I see this freedom in this. Okay, you guys. And you guys get to hear from my new cards, or get me to read from my new cards. So these are really cool. They're called the Coffee Cup Oracle. And I've been kind of, like, playing around with them, and yeah, you guys, look at this. It's the wheel. So the wheel, it even says up here, endings and beginnings. I definitely see an ending, but I also see a beginning. Like, I see a really good beginning for you guys. The wheel's turning. That's beautiful, you guys. I'm also getting the witch. This one, I feel it's more on you. It's like your intuition. It's following who you are, focusing more on yourself, on your intuition, on what you feel, attracting, manifesting. I just feel like you have, like, this laser focus. And I think I said this in another reading. You just all of a sudden got this focus on yourself, manifesting your goals, what you want, and what aligns with you. I think that's what I was trying to say. You just got this alignment to you, and you just might be feeling really aligned with this. Okay, and the last card is the wolf, cunning and stealth. I definitely feel, like I said, who this person is might be kind of trying to, like, reach out or to see, maybe even to see, like, hey, how are you doing, you know? But I also do feel like there's some motives behind that. Like, there's some, like, you know, like I said, something, there's not good. There's something behind it. And, you know, maybe they're just trying to check in, like, how are you doing? Just to feel better if you're not in a better place. So yeah, I know that one was, like, a weird reading, you guys. And usually it's not so focused in on a person, but it does feel like this is a person from your past. I don't feel this is recent either. Like I said, maybe you have been dealing with this for a couple years. I can't really, like, pinpoint a number, but I definitely feel like this is old energy, and maybe you're just finally, like, releasing it. Okay, you guys. So that's the message for this week. Please let me know if that resonates, as well as how did you guys like this message. I'm also going to be working on revamping a couple things, as well as, like, kind of doing different things with my audio, because I am noticing that I do get more podcast listeners than I do my YouTube. So I definitely want to enhance that experience for you guys. And if you are watching my YouTube channel, make sure you're liking, because that definitely helps even more. And that way I can also help better that experience. Okay, you guys, well, have a great week. Have a beautiful rest of this month. And I hope you guys enjoyed this. Bye, everybody.